Now, wouldn't it be great if while on a road trip you didn't need to pull over from the highway and check into a hotel? Here's Kailash Menon showing you how you can do just that.
Now, I'm sure you heard that idiom/phrase, feel at home. Now, when you're out on the highway munching mile after mile, whether you've been driving or driven around, whether it's for work or pleasure, all you want to do is get to your destination and check into your hotel/home. But what if you could feel at home even while you're on the move? Sounds contradicting? Well, not exactly. You could do just that if you buy one of these. RVs, motorhomes or caravans, call them whatever you want. Essentially, they are pickup trucks or big vans that have all the facilities that your house has. This one's called the PCP Terra Home, and you could buy one of these from Paracord Products Limited. Now, I'm driving a Terra Home prototype, so this one is based on the Toyota Hilux pickup truck, but for the Indian customers, they'll get a Mahindra Genio pickup truck, and the company is also toying around with the idea of incorporating a Tata Xenon into their fleet. Now, sitting pretty in the loading bay is a fiberglass frame compartment that's heat resistant and shock proof. Step inside the loading bay and it's a luxurious living room. Pull a few strings and it morphs into a bedroom for four. Makeshift, of course. And then it's got creature comforts too. So I'm inside the motorhome, and this area was once upon a time just a mundane luggage bay where you would just throw your cargo in. But now it's got plenty of wood and you can actually live in here because you've got all that you would need in a house. For starters, you've got a 6 feet into 6 feet capacity of a bed which would accommodate up to 3 people easily. It looks a bit claustrophobic and might just remind you of those capsule hotels in Japan. And then there is a coffee table up here where you could sit and meet your prospective clients and do your work while you're on the go. As far as the amenities goes, there's a television with satellite connectivity, there's a DVD player, a music system, there's an AC that would keep you cool when the weather gets really hot, and just in case you want to attend the nature's call, there's a toilet too. Yes, a little compact it may be, but it does the job. Other amenities include a fridge, a microwave, a makeshift kitchen so that your wife never complains. And to be honest, it is well kitted out on the inside. Wondering how does it feel to drive one of these? Well, it feels like any other pickup truck. I mean, it is a bit industrial in its nature. The leaf springs tend to bob and bounce around. But if you ask me, is it cumbersome to drive around town? I'll have to say no, because it is pretty compact and negotiating traffic is not a big deal in this. The only difference is this SUV feels heavily pregnant and you have to be really cautious while you're negotiating those corners. But if you're a head honcho, can you work seamlessly on the go? Crunch numbers, clinch all deals and meet all deadlines. Now, since I don't have any important task at hand, I have devised a rather nifty task that would answer all those queries. Well, the task is pretty simple. I have to thread this needle while we're on the go, and I have to tell you, I suck at sewing. I have no prior experience. So let's see if we could do something as intricate as this that would require all your concentration, and the leaf springs aren't really helping. Now, after 10 minutes of hard work, I've finally managed to thread the needle. So the answer to the question, could you concentrate in here and complete your task at hand? Yes, you could. Whatever the chore may be, I mean something as intricate as this as well. But having said that, I have to add the leaf spring suspensions at the rear, make the ride a bit bouncy and, you know, things bob around a bit. But you can't really blame them because RVs are based on pickup trucks, and pickup trucks have a rear leaf spring for bearing all that weight. So could you concentrate? Yes, you could. Is the ride all that comfortable? Well, definitely not over rough stuff. So what if the ride is a bit bouncy, the drive is far from engaging, but this thing still gets you a lot of attention? Since there's no RV culture in India, you can be rest assured nobody is going to stick up a middle finger up your face and scornfully call you trailer trash. And the good news really is, since there aren't many on the roads, you do get a fair share of attention. I mean, people get really curious. They thought it's a vanity van, and a couple of people asked me, I mean, who's the star inside? I told them Shah Rukh Khan is sleeping, and if they get any more curious, he's going to come out and slap all of them. So it's fairly comfortable and convenient, and depending on the level of customization, the Terra home will cost you anything between 32 to 37 lakh rupees, and the waiting period is a good 12 weeks. So the big question is, should you buy one of these? Now I've been inside this motorhome for the last 6 hours filming it, and I've been feeling a bit tired, so I'm retiring from a nap. But before that, the most important question, at 37 lakh rupees, should you buy the Terra home? Well, let's see. If you are one of those corporate fat cats who's always on the move and is wasting a lot of time getting from one place to another, it makes perfect sense for you, because you could work, lounge and rest in here. And you know what the saying is? They say time is money, and I bet if you have the money to buy one of these, you'd be spending your travel time very, very wisely.